Welcome to the race preview for Calcutta Races Season 2020-2021 Spring Meeting, 2nd day, Saturday 6th February 2021. Race number 1, the Artisia Handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 above 2000 meters.
First up, we look at number 1, Hudzin, and number 3, Clear Vision. Both ran in race number 85 last week over the distance of 2400 meters. The winner of that race was Theon. Hudzin finished 6th and Clear Vision finished last, way behind the winner. Now they are running at 2000. The scenario might change with a cut of 400 meters. Hudzin is now running in a lower class with apprentice JESTER with an allowance of 2 kilos, and Clear Vision is being ridden by SUPERNORMAL. Next, we look at number 2, MARAZZO. MARAZZO last ran in race number 51, where it finished 3rd to Think Big, about 6 lengths behind, say about 1400 meters. He has never run a 2000 meter race. He ran a decent race to his capability last time. He came in sharply at the straight, then had settled well throughout. He was seen responding in the straight. Now will be running an extra 600 meters with P. Vikram up, 2 kilos. Next, number 4, SALONIKA. SALONIKA has run twice this season and in her career over a distance of 1400 meters. Her last start was over 2000 meters where she placed 4th, more than a distance behind the winner. Travelling at 2000 in her last start where it settled well but could not do much at the straight. Stable jockey Aris Bhatti has been declared to ride her.
Race number 2, the R. Owen Handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, 1100 meters.
First up, we look at number 1, NANDINI'S. NANDINI'S has had 4 starts this season, where her performance and form has been very consistent for trainer Vikas Jaiswal. She last raced in race number 80 over a distance of 1200 meters, where it came out and won in the hands of Delhi jockey Akash Rajput, also a first win in her career. She was far better than anyone in that race. She increased her lead and was closing into the winning post, finally winning it by a distance. Akash Rajput will again ride her this time. Number 2, Mystic Wonder. Mystic Wonder started off this season with a good second to Ghost, then ran the 1000 guineas over a mile where she finished way behind. Now she's again back to a sprint to her liking. She won her start over 1200 meters where she led the field start to finish. She took a good jump, rest was all speed for the filly who just outpaced everyone in that field. SUPERNORMAL has been declared to ride her. Number 3, we look at CAPRICONIA, another contender from trainer Vijay Singh's yard. She has had 3 starts this season. She has performed well over shorter distances. She finished 2nd to Krisha's Choice in her last start over 1100 meters. CAPRICONIA sat last till the bend when she finally was taken wide and came up with a good run, finally finishing 2 lengths behind the winner. Jockey Hindu Singh should make a good note from his last run and should run a better race. Number 4, we look at Sirona. What's the script out of Knock and Duff? She has won a 1200 meter race in the start of the season after she could not do much in her next 2 starts. Her last start was over a 7 furlong where she finished 10th out of 14 runners. She has also run a 4th this season over 1200 meters. She likes the shorter trip more than in the hands of jockey Y. Srinath. The filly promises to run a good race with the pacifier blinkers on. Number 5 is Spiritual. Spiritual has had 1 start this season over a 6 furlong, where it finished 10th out of 12 runners. A stablemate Treasure Hunt won that race. The mare has come from Hyderabad. She's yet to win a race from her 8 starts. She has done pretty good over shorter distances. Apprentice P. Tejeshwar is declared to ride her again. Number 6, we look at STELVIO Pass. STELVIO Pass is the only man in the race. He has done well last time. Probably runs well with aluminium plates worn. Last race in race number 51 over a distance of 1100 meters with jockey A. Sandesh up, where he finished 2nd to Scarlet Witch by a long leg. He will now be ridden by stable apprentice Prithvi Singh Rathore with an allowance of 4 kilos. Number 7 is Shivalik Silk. David Livingstone out of Al Shababiyah. This will be her first start this season where she did not do much. She has the reputation of running with good horses in her 2 starts of her career. Shivalik Silk will be ridden by apprentice Rupal Singh with an allowance of 1 kilo.
Race number 3, the Rotary Club of Calcutta Millennium Cup for horses rated 41 to 66, about 1100 meters.
First up, we look at horse number 1, Sheer Force, number 4, Glorious Leaps, number 5, Atom, number 8, Aggression, and number 9, East Side. All of them raced in race number 84 over a distance of 1400 meters. Atom finished 4th, 3/4 lengths in front of Sheer Force, who finished 5th. Glorious Leaps finished 6th, Aggression finished 7th, a 2 3/4 length separating them, and Each Side finished 9th. Now all will be running on 1100 meters. Next up, number 2, Krisha's Choice. Krisha's Choice is having a good season so far. She has 4 starts, all over 1100 meters. She has placed always and won her last 2 starts. She has beaten Treasure Hunt, who won the other day. She beat Capriconia, who came in a good second the other day. She has come to a higher class now, got a penalty of 5.5 kilos with jockey Akash Rajput. How can she get a third win on the run? Number 3, we look at Coup de Gras. Coup de Gras has run 4 times this season. His last start was over a mile, where he came last out of 6 runners. He has run over 1100 this season, where he came a close 4th to finish here missed. With the mount of Arshad Alam and blinkers on, Coup de Gras should run a good race. Next up, we look at horse number 6, Jester, and number 7, CHEPHIRAH. Both of them ran in race number 71 over a distance of 1100 meters. CHEPHIRAH ran 6th out of 10 runners. Jester ran a good race until the final stages where the colt looked unsteady under the stick. He lost a few lengths, or in fact the race, for covering extra ground. CHEPHIRAH is being ridden by Sujit Kumar Paswan, and Jester is being ridden by Suraj Naredi. Fourth race, the Rotary Club of Calcutta Victoria Cup for horses rated 41 to 66, about 1400 meters.
First, we're looking at horse number 1, Lubato, horse number 3, Simply Soaring, and horse number 4, Excelsior. All 3 last raced in race number 62 over a distance of 1400 meters, where Excelsior finished 3rd, Simply Soaring finished 4th, and Lubato finished 5th. Lubaton is a horse has been seen who gets in the front but just can't hold and make it as a winner. Will be now running with the hood off. Simply Soaring is also a horse maintaining a very mediocre form and not really giving the trainer satisfying performances. Excelsior is a rather decent form, has had 4 starts this season, placing on board in all. Next, we're looking at horse number 2, Bonafide, the Western import, who's with trainer Vikas Jaiswal, will be having her first start in Kolkata this season. The mare has been tracking very well and will be ridden by apprentice Aditya Kumar Jaiswal. Let's see how she performs here. Next, we're looking at horse number 5, Incendio. Incendio has had a very poor last run. She finished 11th out of 11 horses over a distance of 1400 meters. Winner was Big Star. Incendio was maintaining a mid-bunch position but couldn't come through at the end. Previous to that, she has placed on board over the same distances. Probably luck in favor her. Let's see how she performed in this race. Next, we're looking at horse number 6, Aftershock, horse number 8, Dil Mange Mo, and horse number 9, Philadelphia. All raced in race number 73 over a distance of 1200 meters, where Aftershock came in 10th, Dil Mange Mo came in at 11th position, Philadelphia 12th out of 12 runners. Neither of the 3 horses are maintaining any sort of impressive forms for their trainers. Next we're looking at horse number 7, Cormorant, last race in race number 71 over a distance of 1100 meters, where he finished 9th out of 10 runners. The winner was Shimmering Star, that being his first start in Kolkata this season, now running a 1400. He has finished second in a 1400 in Bombay last year. Cormorant shall take the place that's left to be decided with the mount of jockey Nikhil Naidu. Horse number 10, Daring Heart, last race in race number 42 over a distance of 1400 meters. She was maintaining a mid-bunch position, settled well in the hands of jockey Suraj Naredo, and picked up smoothly and swiftly from the last 200 meters and won the race. Will now be ridden by stable jockey Hindu Singh and has been penalised 7 kgs after that run. Next we're looking at horse number 11, Whispering Grass, last race in race number 32 over 1400 meters, where she came second. Big Star was the winner. Big Star maintained a start to finish mission, finishing 3 lengths in front of Whispering Grass, who also maintained a second position more or less throughout the race. Will be ridden by the same apprentice Sujit Kumar Paswan.
Race number 5, the Poker Guru Cup. So horse rated 61 to 86, about 2000 meters.
First we're looking at horse number 2, Lord of the Sea, and horse number 6, Raksh Sharki. Both last raced in race number 82, where Lord of the Sea finished 5th, Raksh Sharki finished 4th over a distance of 1600 meters. Lord of the Sea has been giving very slacking performances, whereas Raksh Sharki has been maintaining a place on board. Now running a 2000 meter, where both the horses have been over the trip. Let's see if the distance does suit them. We're looking at horse number 3, Inca, last race in race number 63, where the gelding finished 5th. Another versatile horse from Vijay Singh's stable, been over all the distances possible, has won a 2000 meter previous to his last start. Over an objection, will be ridden by jockey Suraj Naredo. Next we're looking at horse number 4, APSARA Star, where she ran last in the derby, the unfortunate derby, but we're looking at her race in the Oaks, where she finished second to Zoya. She's a filly with a remarkable form, has been over every distance, placing on board in the top 3 positions. Will now be ridden by jockey Y.S. Srinath. Next we're looking at horse number 5, Kimaya. The mare last raced in race number 66, where she came second to Avellino. Looking at her form, she's placed in top 3 positions in all her starts this season. She is a long distance horse. Will now be ridden by apprentice jockey P. Tejeshwar with an allowance of 2 kilos.
Race number 6, the Rotary District 3291 Cup for horse rated 21 to 46, about 1600 meters.
First we're looking at horse number 1, 7th Mile, last race in race number 4, where she beat 1 horse home, placing 10th out of 11 runners. Winner was Silver Bracelet. Running after almost 2 months, this is her second start this season here in Kolkata. Will now be ridden by apprentice jockey Hasib Alam. Next we're looking at horse number 2, Star of Hollywood, and horse number 3, Supernormal. Both the horses last raced in race number 74 over a distance of 1400 meters, where Star of Hollywood came 3rd and Supernormal placed 13th out of 14 horses. Star of Hollywood has had a decent season so far, whereas Supernormal has not been giving satisfying performances. Star of Hollywood will now be ridden by Arshad Alam and Supernormal by stable jockey Muhammad Islam. Next we're looking at horse number 4, Scarlet Witch, last raced in race number 59 over a distance of 1100 meters. She won that race by a long neck, just beating Stelvio Pass at the winning post. Previous runs of Scarlet Witch were not so impressive. Now Scarlet Witch will be ridden by Akash Rajput with the penalty of 3.5 kilos. Next we're looking at horse number 5, Elusive Wave. Last ran in race number 53 where he placed 9th out of 9 runners over a distance of 2000 meters. Previous to that run, he won a mile race. Now back to his most suited distance, this race being a mile, will now be ridden by staple jockey R.S. Bhatti. Up next we're looking at horse number 6, Rustler. Rustler last raced in race number 85 where he placed 3rd. Winner over there was Theon over a distance of 2400 meters. Rustler has been maintaining a very mediocre form for trainer Jasbir Singh. Rustler will be ridden by stable apprentice jockey Rupal Singh. Next we're looking at horse number 7, Tia Queen, and horse number 9, Incognito. Both raced in race number 65 over a distance of 1600 meters where Tia Queen placed 2nd to Divine Chakra and Incognito came in at 5th place. Incognito was previously seen winning a mile race in a lower class but did not show any betterment in class 4 over the same distance. Tia Queen, like said, ran 2nd to Divine Chakra by 4.5 lengths and will be gone up by 1.5 kilos after that run. Next we're looking at horse number 8, Exile. Last race in race number 60 where the mare finished 8th out of 12 runners, winner being Treasure Hunt. Exile has been having a very poor form this season, has not been able to show any improvement, now running a mile with change in shoes all for aluminium with apprentice P. Tejeshwar claiming 2 kilos. Lastly, we're looking at horse number 10, Om Shanti. The filly last race in race number 78 over a distance of 1400 where she came 2nd to Windchaser. She placed on board in 3 out of her 4 starts this season. Will be ridden by stable jockey Hindu Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have hashtag #AskThePro going on just for you to send in your questions. So do send in all your questions on our given WhatsApp number or log on to our channel, the Royal Calcutta Turf Club on YouTube, and subscribe and keep getting updates. Thank you.